So in the chapter of chemical kinetics, first we have defined the types of reactions. There are three types of reactions: fast, moderate, and slow. ये जो fast reactions है, these are usually ionic reactions. And for fast reactions, we won't be studying any chemical kinetics because they will be happening in very small amount of time. We will be applying the concepts of chemical kinetics to moderate and slow reactions. Any reaction which involves breaking and formation of covalent bonds comes under the category of moderate and slow reactions. And we have defined rate of reaction as change in concentration upon time taken for that particular change. We can define two types of rate: average rate as well as instantaneous rate. Average rate is the total change in concentration in a given interval of time. Instantaneous rate is the change in concentration with respect to time at that particular given instant, at that point of time. And we have seen the units of rate as change in concentration. Concentration के units है mole per liter, which is molarity, mole per liter divided by time का units है second. So mole per liter second is nothing but the units of rate. उसके बाद we have seen some small numericals. And if we have any general reaction, suppose इस particular case में A plus 2B gives rise to 3C plus 4D. If different people are determining rate with respect to different reactants or products present in the system, the rate with respect to different substances will be different. Suppose in this particular case, the rate with respect to A, according to this particular given data, is 0.7 mole per liter second. As it is reactant, it is being consumed, is negative A, minus 0.7 mole per liter second. If you are defining the rate with respect to B, for every 1 mole of A, 2 moles of B are consumed. So rate with respect to B will be twice the rate with respect to A, which came out to be 1.4, and rate with respect to C will be thrice the rate with respect to A, with respect to D will be 4 times the rate with respect to A. So different entities के हिसाब से the rate will be different. So in order to have a unique value, we define overall rate, and overall rate is nothing but rate with respect to that particular substance divided by stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, for reactants divided by negative sign, for products divided by positive sign. Okay, excuse me for 2 minutes. Yeah. So the overall rate is nothing but minus 1 by A delta A by delta T equals to minus 1 by 2 delta B by delta T is equals to 1 by 3 delta C by delta T is equals to 1 by 4 delta D by delta T. For reactants divided by its stoichiometric coefficient along with the negative sign. For products divided by its stoichiometric coefficient. Okay. For any general equation, AA plus BB gives rise to CC plus DT. It is minus 1 by A delta A by delta T equal to minus 1 by B delta B by delta T equals to 1 by C delta C by delta T is equals to 1 by D delta D by delta T. If you want to define differential rate equation, if you write the same overall rate with respect to instantaneous rate, it is minus 1 by A dA by dt equals to minus 1 by B dV by dt equals to 1 by C dC by dt equals to 1 by D dt by dt. That is the expression for differential rate equation. Okay. In case of a reversible reaction, the overall rate gives you information about the rate of forward reaction minus the rate of backward reaction. If the overall rate is positive, iska matlab rate forward is greater than rate backward, or else the net reaction will be going in the forward direction, or the concentration of reactants will be decreased and the concentration of products will be increased. If the overall rate is negative, the net reaction is going in the backward direction. मतलब reactants का concentration बढ़ता जाएगा, products का concentration घटता जाएगा. If the overall rate is equals to 0, then there is no net change in the concentration of the reactants or products. In that case, we say it is at equilibrium. Then we have defined rate law and the order of the reaction. the rate of, according to the rate law, the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reacting species raised to some powers. The powers need not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. If it is an elementary reaction matlab the reaction which will be happening in a single step, only in that particular case, the powers will be equal to stoichiometric coefficients, and those particular powers are called as orders with respect to the given reactants. Rate proportional to concentration of A per M, where M is called the order with respect to A, and it is proportional to concentration of B power N, which is called the order with respect to B. Okay, so we can also write the differential rate equation, instantaneous rate. We can also equate it to K into concentration of A per M, B per N according to the rate law. This is according to law, and this is according to the experiments. Instantaneous rate का formula -1 by A dA by dt equal to -1 by B dV by dt equal to K. According to rate law, it should be K into concentration of A per M, B per N. Okay, this K is called as rate constant, and the units of rate constant इसके बारे में भी डिस्कस किया हमने. ठीक है, ओके, यूनिट्स के बारे में बाद में आएगा. ओके, उसके बाद we have interpreted the difference between instantaneous rate and the average rate graphically. If you want to find the average rate is nothing but total change in concentration upon total time, which is delta C upon delta T. So if you draw a line joining these 2 points, the slope of this particular line is nothing but delta C by delta T. So the slope of the secant joining any 2 points gives you the average rate. If you want to find the instantaneous rate, is dc, it is dc upon dt. So it is the slope of the tangent drawn at a given point. Okay, so if you are taking the start of the reaction in a very small interval of time, 1 minute, I'm sorry. So if you are taking a start of the reaction in a given small interval of time, if you are seeing the slopes, the slope of the secant will be almost equal to the slope of the tangent. Hence, you can estimate or approximate the average rate equals to the instantaneous rate. Okay, for any given reaction in a small interval of the time, at the start of the reaction, average rate and instantaneous rate will be same. Okay. Then we have seen some examples for the some experimentally determined rate laws. We have seen some equations. ये जो particular equation है, इस particular case के लिए rate it is obtained as K into concentration of this particular substance. It is independent of concentration of H2O. So in this particular reaction, the overall order is 1, or the order with respect to this particular substance is 1, and the order with respect to H2O is 0. Okay, the order, it can be negative, positive, or fraction, and it is always determined experimentally. Important, it is always determined experimentally. By looking at the reaction, by looking at the equation, you can never say what will be the order. If you know the rate law, you can say the order with respect to the individual substances. If you don't know the rate law, you can never say order. Order is always obtained experimentally. In this case, the rate law is given as K into BrO3 minus par 1, Br minus par 1, and H positive par 2. So the order with respect to BrO3 minus is 1, with respect to Br minus, even though its stoichiometric coefficient is 5, but the order is with respect to Br minus is 1, with respect to H positive is 2. Similarly, in this case, the order with respect to H2 is 1, I2 is 1. Okay, and if the orders are equal to stoichiometric coefficient, we cannot definitely say it is an elementary reaction. It may or may not be. But if they are saying it is an elementary reaction, then the stoichiometric coefficients must be equal to the orders. Okay, then we have seen the units of rate constant. Rate is equals to some K into concentration of products करके लिखा है इधर मैंने. It has to be some reactants, right? K into concentration of some reactants per n. Concentration के लिए unit mole per liter. If n is the overall order, if we are taking the units per K, it will be mole per 1 minus n, liter per n minus 1, second inverse. So if you are substituting different orders of the reaction, for zero order reaction, the units will become mole, liter inverse, second inverse. For first order reaction, it is second inverse. Okay. For first order reaction, it is second inverse. For second order reaction, it is mole inverse, liter second inverse. Or for any given order, you can see, you can get the units. In the question, whenever they mention some reaction, they won't be giving you which order it is. It can be zero order, first order, second order. It can be anything. But they will be giving you the value of K and its units. So based on the units of K, you need to judge the order of the reaction. They will not clearly mention that this particular reaction is zero order. This particular reaction is first order. With the help of the units of K, you need to judge the order and you need to proceed. Important है ये याद रखना. With the knowledge on units of rate constant, we can guess the order of reaction. उसके बाद we have seen some numericals. I hope ये numerical में किसी को कुछ doubt नहीं है, ये भी आसान है. Then we have seen some experimental methods to determine the order and the rate law. Rate law is nothing but rate is equals to K into some concentration power, some orders. Okay, you need to determine that particular rate law. Rate law determine करने के लिए you need to know the value of K and the order with respect to the reactant. In this case, you have only two unknowns. Say a particular reaction A is giving rise to products. So rate, instantaneous rate minus dA by dt is equals to K into concentration of A per n, where n is the order with respect to A. The unknowns in this are K as well as n. As you have two unknowns, you need to have two data values. So initial concentration A1 से start किया तो उसका initial rate R1 आया है. If the concentration is A2, the initial rate is R2. So based on this particular data, if you are substituting that, R1 is equals to K into concentration of A, which is A1 per n. Here you are substituting instantaneous rate, okay? And this is usually done for in the initial part of the reaction. So if they are not giving you the initial rate, you can find the instantaneous rate by calculating the average rate. Okay, average rate and instantaneous rate are approximated to be the same. So इस क्वेश्चन में डायरेक्टली आपको इनिशियल रेट दे दिया है, so you have substituted. अगर इनिशियल रेट नहीं देता तो क्या होगा? They will be giving you another data AT, concentration of A at a given time T, and it will be some A2. So in that case, rate क्या हो जाएगा? A2 minus A1 upon delta T. Okay, A2 minus A1 upon delta T. That should be equated to K into concentration of A power n. Okay, ठीक है. So you have two data points and दो equations बना है. If you are dividing R1 upon R2, K cancel हो जाएगा. You will get the value of n. Once you get the value of n, substitute in any of the equations, you can find the value of K. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, I hope all these questions are clear. In this particular question, there are two unknowns. The order with there are three unknowns. The order with respect to A is an unknown, B is an unknown, and the rate constant. Hence, they have given you three data points. Okay, in this case, they didn't give you the rate. They have given you the final concentration of A. So first you need to find the rate and then you need to substitute in the rate expression. Rate will be A final minus A initial upon delta T. Okay, delta T भी दिया है, सब कुछ दिया है. Okay, rate is equals to K into concentration of A per m, B per n. After substitution, we have divided it. ये जो equation 1 divided by 2, ये दोनों cancel हो जाएगा. You can get the value of n. Once you get the value of n, you can also find the value of m by using another two equations. M और n निकालने के बाद, you can substitute the values of m and n in any of the equations and get the value of K. then you will get the overall rate expression. Rate equals to K into some concentration of A per M, concentration of B per N. That will be the overall rate expression. Okay. Yeah, now we are in integrated rate law expressions. These expressions are very important. Differential rate law expression is minus 1 by A dA by dt equals to minus 1 by B dB by dt equals to 1 by C dC by dt is equals to 1 by D dd by dt. That is the differential rate expression. If you are integrating that particular expression, you will get the integrated rate law. Suppose A is giving you products. In these particular expressions, our aim is how the concentration of A is changing with respect to time for different orders of the reaction. Zero order के लिए concentration of A कैसे vary हो रहा है with respect to time. First order के लिए कैसे vary होगा. Second order के लिए कैसे vary होगा. Okay. After that, we will see the variation of rate with respect to time. We need to see the variation of rate with respect to time. और जो speed है, how is it changing with respect to time? Once we know the variation of A with respect to time, we can plot the graph of it. And if we know the variation of rate with respect to time, उसका भी graph plot कर सकते हैं. इनके अलावा we are interested in time of completion. Time of completion मतलब वो reaction खत्म होने के लिए, पूरा reactants consume हो जाने के लिए कितना time लगेगा. That is called as time of completion. And we are interested in another term called half-life. Half-life मतलब if we are starting with some X amount of A, what will be the time taken in order to complete X by 2? आधा होने के लिए जितना भी time लगेगा, that is called as half-life. So we are interested in time of completion as well as half-life. And finally, we will see the variation of A with respect to time in terms of X, where X is the amount that got consumed. If A is the initial amount taken, if X is the amount that got consumed, amount left will be A minus X. Okay, we have to see the expression in terms of X. Okay, ये सब करने के लिए आप लोग को बेसिक इंटीग्रेशन का थोड़ा फॉर्मूलास पता होना चाहिए. Integral x dx is x square upon 2. You will be having an integration constant too. If you are substituting the limits, no, there is no need for integration constant. Integral 1 by x dx is ln x. Integral x per n dx is x per n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Integral dx is x. Okay, ठीक है. So we have started with zero order reaction. For zero order reaction, the expression is A gives rise to products. इसके लिए the instantaneous rate minus dA by dt. The instantaneous rate minus dA by dt will be equal to K into concentration of A per n. Here the n equals to 0. Okay, or else the rate is equals to a constant. Rate का expression with respect to time तो आ ही गया इधर. Rate is always a constant. Okay. So if I am equating minus dA by dt is equals to K, take all variables, similar variables on one side. इसमें दो variables है A as well as T. So dA, integral dA is equals to minus integral K dt. You need to integrate from A naught to AT and from time 0 to T. Integral dA, integral dx is nothing but x. So integral dA will be nothing but A. If you are substituting the limits, the upper limit is AT, lower limit is A naught. It is AT minus A naught is equals to minus K into integral. K is a constant. So integral dt will be T. If you are substituting the limits, it will be T minus 0. It will be minus KT. Or else the expression for concentration of A with respect to time, AT is equals to A naught minus KT. Important. You need to remember this. AT is equals to A naught minus KT. पर रेट ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे आ गया हमको, रेट इज इक्वल्स टू के, और एल्स रेट इज नथिंग बट माइनस डी ए बाई डी टी, राइट. सो इसको डिफरेंशिएट करो, माइनस डी ए अपॉन डी टी. ये तो कांस्टेंट है, डी बाई डी टी ऑफ कांस्टेंट इज 0, डी बाई डी टी ऑफ टी इज 1, माइनस है इसलिए प्लस के हो जाएगा. सो रेट इज इक्वल्स टू के. यहाँ से भी ऑलरेडी आ गया था, एक्सप्रेशन को डिफरेंशिएट करने से भी वही आएगा, रेट इज इक्वल्स टू के. ओके, सो initial two objectives जो है A as a function of time, rate with as a function of time, दोनों हो गया. AT is equals to A naught minus KT. Rate as a function of time, it is the constant. Time of completion. Time of completion का मतलब क्या है? You need to complete all of the reactant So AT, the concentration at a given time t must be equals to 0. So substitute AT is equals to 0 in the expression. A 0 हो गया तो 0 is equals to A naught minus K into T infinity, or time of completion TC is equals to A naught upon K. Again, you can remember this expression or you can quickly derive it. If you remember this particular expression, बाकी सब derive कर सकते हो. ये तो बिल्कुल भूलना नहीं है. Other things also, if you remember, the problem solving के time पे जल्दी हो जाएगा. Okay. Then we have seen half-life. Half-life के लिए AT must be equals to A naught upon 2. If you are substituting AT is equals to A naught upon 2, you will get T half as A naught upon 2K. If you are observing these two, time of completion is A naught upon K and half-life is A naught upon 2K. So I can say after two half-lives, 2 times this will be equal to time of completion. So any zero order reaction will be completed in 2 half-lives. Okay, important. After 2 half-lives, zero order reaction will be completed. And if you want to write the expression in terms of X at time, at the initial time, A naught is equals to A. If X is the amount that got consumed, amount that will be left is A minus X. So substitute those things. AT is equals to A minus X, A naught equals to A. We got X is equals to KT. X is equals to K times T. Okay. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सब लोग को?
हाँ सर.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
If you are having any doubts, please ask me. I hope you are, सब याद आ रहे हैं आप लोग को. Okay. Then we have seen the graphs for the expressions. AT is equals to A naught minus KT. Y is equals to MX plus C type है, where the slope is negative. So and A naught, obviously initial concentration will be a positive value. So slope negative है. This will be the graph. I hope सब लोग को straight line plot करना तो आता है. In order to plot a straight line, you need to have 2 points. So 2 points आने के लिए put AT is equals to 0 first. If you put AT is equals to 0, you will get the value of T. And if you put T is equals to 0, you will get the value of AT. Okay. So A naught comma, sorry, 0 comma A naught एक point है, and A naught upon K. A naught upon K comma 0 और एक point है. So ये दो points को join करते हुए you will get a straight line whose slope is negative and it is equals to minus K. And the rate with respect to time, it is always constant. So इधर तक draw करेंगे, उसके आगे नहीं draw करेंगे because यहाँ पे reaction खत्म हो चुका है, which is equal to time of completion. Okay, यहाँ तक ही किया क्या हमने? ठीक है, we will continue now. After this, एक minute. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ डाउट? Anyone any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's go to analysis of second order reaction. Okay, sorry, first order. Zero order हुआ, we will go to first order reactions. What is the rate expression for any given reaction? A gives rise to products. The rate expression will be minus dA upon dt is equals to K into concentration of A per N. For a first order reaction, N equals to 1. So I can say it is minus dA upon dt equal to K into concentration of A per 1. If you are taking all variables on one side, I can rearrange this as minus dA upon A is equals to K dt. लिख सकता हूँ. or else if you are doing integration, if you want to have integrated rate expression, integral dA upon A is equals to minus k into k is a constant, so I can say it will be integral dt. The limits are from a naught, एक minute, the initial concentration is a naught, the final concentration is 80, and you are going from 0 to t. What is the integral 1 by x dx?
ln x.
ln x. Good. So integral 1 by a dA क्या होगा? It will be ln a, and the limits are from a naught to 80. What is integral dt? Nothing but minus kt, and the limits are from 0 to t. So if you are substituting the limits, it will be ln at minus ln a naught is equals to minus kt, or I can write ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. This is the expression. ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. Okay, this is the logarithmic form, and let us call this as logarithmic form 1. अभी इसमें थोड़ा rearrangements करेंगे. Observe, I can also write ln at minus a naught as ln at upon a naught. Log a minus log b is log a by b na, is equals to minus kt, or else I can write kt is equals to ln a naught upon 80. वो नेगेटिव से निकाल दिया, so I am writing this as a naught upon 80, not 80 upon a naught, a naught upon 80. Okay, or else I can write this implies k is equals to 1 by t into ln a naught upon 80, which is equal to, if you are writing this in terms of log, it will be 2.303 upon t log a naught upon 80. This is another form of logarithmic expression. ये भी logarithmic expression है. Either you can have expression 1 or you can also have expression 2. Logarithmic expression 2. Okay, logarithmic form. Logarithmic form 2. Okay, clear है दोनों?
हाँ.
So we got the relation at in term, as a function of time. ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. देखो याद रखना भी आसान है. जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन के लिए एक्सप्रेशन क्या आया? It is at is equals to a naught minus kt. Now we are applying ln for at and a naught. ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. जीरो ऑर्डर के लिए it is at is equals to a naught minus kt. Okay, ठीक है. Again एक्सप्रेशन लेते हैं फिर से. ln at upon a naught is equals to minus kt. ये वाला एक्सप्रेशन ऊपर वाला. Can I write this as at upon a naught is equals to e power minus kt? Because ln is base e, right? This implies at is equals to a naught times e power minus kt. This is one more expression, and this is exponential form. exponential form. These two are logarithmic forms of expression of AT, and this is the exponential form of expression of AT. AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT. अभी ये जो e power minus x जो ग्राफ रहेगा, e power minus x, is it an increasing function or a decreasing function?
Decreasing.
Decreasing, right? E power minus x, मतलब x का वैल्यू e power minus x is nothing but 1 by e power x. x का वैल्यू बढ़ता जाएगा तो क्या होगा, उसका वैल्यू जो है घटता जाएगा. ओके, सो इट इज एन डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन. सो टाइम का वैल्यू बढ़ता जाएगा तो 1 by e power kt it will be constantly decreasing. Okay, and it will be decreasing exponentially. It will be decreasing exponentially. So ये जो particular expression है, this expression is also termed as exponential decay. Exponential decay expression. All radioactive reactions, ये जो radioactive reactions होता है, they are first order reactions. Hence, their reactions are also called as exponential decay reactions. Okay, ठीक है, वो extra information है. So, if you want to plot the graph, अभी हमारे पास expressions क्या है, एक बार जल्दी लिख लेते हैं. The expressions which we got are ln AT is equals to ln A naught minus KT. दूसरा एक्सप्रेशन क्या है, K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A naught upon AT. तीसरा एक्सप्रेशन AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT. These are the expressions. If you want the expression in terms of x, तब क्या करना पड़ेगा, A naught is nothing but A T is nothing but A minus x. So I can also write this expression as K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus x. This is one more expression. Clear है? Only these expressions you need to remember. Direct है, ज़्यादा सोचना ही नहीं. ये expressions derive करना तो आप लोग को पता होना चाहिए, because in boards exam they may give you or they may ask you to derive the expression for first order. Okay? ठीक है. ठीक है. Let us plot the graphs. If I plot the graph for ln AT versus T. If I plot the graph for ln AT versus T, what will be the slope? Observe this expression. ln AT versus T. What will be the slope of that particular graph? Is it a negative value or a positive value?
Negative.
Negative. It is equals to minus K. If time T equals to 0, what will be the value of ln AT? ln A naught. So this particular point is nothing but ln A naught. If time T equals to 0, time T 0 हो गया ना. If ln AT is equals to 0, if ln AT is equals to 0, then T will be equals to
ln A naught by K.
ln A naught upon K. Very good. ln A naught upon K. So this point is ln A naught upon K comma 0. This is 0 comma ln A naught. If you join these 2 points, you will get the graph. So this is the graph for ln AT is equals to ln A naught minus KT, जिनका slope है, slope of this graph m is equals to minus K. So they will, in the question, in the examination क्या देते हैं, they will be giving you the graph and they will ask you to find the rate constant of the reaction. So rate constant of that particular reaction is nothing but slope find कर लो. That slope will give you the rate constant. That slope will give you the minus k value. So k के लिए you need to do minus of it. Okay. Rate constant, obviously it should be a positive value. You should not substitute rate constant as a negative value. Okay. दूसरा graph. This is the graph for ln AT versus T. If I want to plot the graph for AT versus T, this is AT versus T. What will be the graph? AT versus T के लिए expression क्या है? AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT. What is the graph for y equal to e power x? पता है आप लोग को? Okay, पता नहीं, बाद में देखते हैं. If time t is equals to 0, what is the value of AT?
1.
1 ना? A naught ना?
A naught.
Is equals to A naught. If t equals to for AT equals to 0, for AT equals to 0, for AT to become equals to 0, what is the value of t? AT 0 होने के लिए t कितना होना चाहिए? The expression for AT is this. Observe this expression. AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT ना. अगर AT 0 है तो what is the value of t?
Infinite.
Infinite. If you are having if there is infinite value of time, then only you can have AT as 0. So ये जो graph है कहीं infinite पे जाके मिलेगा वो x axis को, or else the graph looks something like this. It will be joining the x axis at infinite. Okay, it will be touching the x axis at infinite value of time. This particular graph is called the graph for exponential decay. Clear है? This is the graph for y equal to e power x. Okay. If A naught becomes A naught upon 2, if A naught becomes A naught value है तो ये वाला value क्या होगा? This will be equal to A naught upon 2. उस particular level पे जो भी time रहेगा, what is the time equal to?
T half.
T half. Very good. So ये जो particular time है, this is equal to T half. अभी A naught upon 2 को उसका further half होने के लिए, A naught upon 2 further half होने के लिए मतलब क्या है? A naught upon 2 is converting into A naught upon 4. उसके लिए भी फिर से क्या लगेगा? It will be another T half. Okay. आधा होने के लिए, एक आधा होने के लिए T half हुआ. इधर से स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. ग्राफ ऐसा सोचो. कवर दिस पार्ट. ये वाला पार्ट को कवर कर लो. इधर से स्टार्ट हो रहा है ग्राफ. तब उस पर्टिकुलर रिमाइनिंग ग्राफ के लिए वो A naught upon 2 is like initial concentration. वो initial concentration आधा होने के लिए again the time required is called as T half ना. So आधा होने के लिए next T half पे गया. further half होने के लिए फिर से क्या होगा? इधर से further half. So it will be another T half. वैसा वैसा continue होता जाएगा. Okay. The time of completion is infinity. We will see that. We will see the expression for it. Okay. What is the graph for? We also need to plot the graph for rate, right? What is rate? Rate in this case equals to K into concentration of A per 1, which is equal to K into concentration of AT होगा ना? What is the expression for AT? AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT. So if I want to plot the graph for rate versus time, can you tell me how will it look?
सेम ऊपर जैसा ही आएगा.
ऊपर जैसा ही आएगा ना, because K and A naught are simply constants. Okay. In this case, if T is equals to 0, if T is equals to 0, ये जो particular point होगा, this will be K times A naught. Initially वो क्या था? A naught. You are simply multiplying this value by A naught. और जो graph है थोड़ा ऊपर shift होगा, but the nature of the graph will remain the same. It will be touching the x-axis at infinite point. Okay, so the nature of the graph will remain same, but the scale, ये जो particular value से ये वाला values change होगा. Okay, so are the expressions clear? हमने rate का expression भी लिखा. We have seen the expression for AT in terms of T, and we have seen the modifications of it. We have seen two logarithmic forms and one exponential form. Okay. Next, हमारा what are our other objectives? You need to find half-life. Half-life represented by T half. In order to find half-life, substitute क्या करना पड़ेगा? At T is equals to T half, AT will be equals to A naught upon 2. So if you are substituting that in logarithmic expression, हमारा expression क्या है? ln AT is equals to ln A naught minus KT. So it will be ln A naught upon 2 equals to ln A naught minus K T half. So K times T half is equals to ln A naught minus ln A naught upon 2. ln A minus ln B is ln A by B. So it will be ln A naught upon A naught by 2, which is equals to ln 2. So T half क्या हो गया? T half is equals to ln 2 upon K. ध्यान से देखो इधर T half का expression क्या आया? T half is ln 2 upon K, which I can also write that as ln 2 is 0.693 upon K. If you can see or observe this expression is independent of the initial concentration. जितना भी initial concentration लो आप लोग, उसका आधा होने के लिए always you will require the same amount of time, which is 0.693 upon K, which you can observe here. इधर देखो, इधर से इधर तक आधा होने के लिए T half कितना लगा? दूसरा आधा होने के लिए भी देखो, मैं exact उतना ही intervals में draw कर रहा हूँ. So the amount of time required for completion of half of the initial concentration is always a constant, or it is independent of initial concentration. It is simply 0.693 upon K. हर एक T half time के लिए it will be reducing its amount by half so on. Okay, नहीं तो ऐसा कुछ सोचो. Suppose if you are taking initial amount as 1 से आधा होने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? एक T half लगेगा. इधर से फिर से आधा होने के लिए 1/4 होने के लिए कितना लगेगा? another T half. इससे आधा होने के लिए मतलब कितना हो रहा है? 1/8. another T half. इससे आधा मतलब 1/16. another T half. It will be 1/32. another T half. So ऐसे ऐसे घटते ये पूरा खत्म होने के लिए infinite टाइम लगेगा. T half. Okay, or else time of completion के लिए ये वाला पार्ट लास्ट में इधर जो लिखा है ये समझ में आया ना आप लोग को, ये लॉजिक?
हाँ.
Okay. If I want to see for time of completion, okay, time of completion is C. In this case, if AT is equals to A naught into e power minus KT at TC, AT will be equals to 0, implies time of completion is equals to infinite. It will take infinite amount of time. ये clear है ना? E power minus KT. This implies e power minus K time of completion equals to 0. That implies TC must be equal to infinite. 1 by any large value, infinite value will be equals to 0. Okay?
हाँ. हाँ.
Clear है? We have seen the expressions, we have seen the graphs, and we have seen the expression in terms of x. ये वाला पार्ट भी हो गया. और कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव बचा हमारे पास? सारा किया है ना?
हाँ.
Shall we go to the next order reaction, second order?
हाँ.
एक पॉइंट जनरल स्टेटमेंट ये लिख सकता हूं मैं, T half for a first order reaction is independent of initial concentration. You can start with any amount of the reactant. T half will be a constant value. Okay. Next, I will give you some time. Can you get the expressions for AT as well as rate? Integrate करना पड़ेगा आप लोग को. I'll give you 5 minutes time. Try to get the expression for AT in terms of T. आप लोग को इंटीग्रेट क्या करना पड़ेगा? The expression will be minus dA upon dt equals to K into concentration of A पर 2 होगा. Integrate this particular expression and tell me the value of AT as a function of time. Take 2 minutes time and get the value, get the expression. डन? किसी का एक्सप्रेशन आया क्या?
हाँ सर।
क्या आया?
AT is equals to A naught minus KT into A naught into AT.
ओके, देयर इज सम डिस्टर्बेंस। ठीक है, देखते हैं सभी लोग एक बार क्रॉस चेक कर लेना अपना एक्सप्रेशन। इट विल बी माइनस dA upon A part 2 equals to K times dt. If we are integrating, integral dA upon A part 2 is equals to minus K times integral dt. The concentration is varying from A naught to AT in a time of 0 to T. Okay, if you know the formula, integral 1 by x square dx is equals to, it is
1 by x.
minus 1 by x na?
By
Minus 1 by.
Minus 1 by x. So this will be ये minus इसको ये माइनस को यहीं पे रखूं क्या? ये वाला माइनस जो है
हाँ
इधर से निकाल के मैं यहाँ पे रख रहा हूँ। सो इंटीग्रल माइनस 1 by x square dx क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल बी प्लस 1 by x.
हाँ.
So it will be 1 by a. You need to substitute the limits from a naught to at is equals to kt. अब क्या होगा? This is 1 by at minus 1 by a naught is equals to kt. This implies 1 upon at equals to 1 upon a naught plus kt. This will be the expression. 1 by at is equals to 1 by a naught plus kt. मैं ऐसे इस फॉर्म में क्यों रख रहा हूँ? हमारा जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन के लिए एक्सप्रेशन था at is equals to a naught minus kt. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर के लिए ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. अभी सेकंड ऑर्डर के लिए वो जो at और a naught है 1 अपॉन कर लेना. 1 by at is equals to 1 upon a naught, बट माइनस नहीं है इधर, पॉजिटिव होगा. 1 by at is equals to 1 by a naught plus kt. Okay, वो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर इज at is equals to a naught minus kt. जीरो ऑर्डर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर इज ln at is equals to ln a naught minus kt. सेकंड ऑर्डर के लिए 1 by at is equals to 1 by a naught, माइनस नहीं है सिंबल, इट इज पॉजिटिव, प्लस kt. क्लियर? अगेन टाइम ऑफ कंप्लीशन के लिए, at क्या होना चाहिए? 0 होना चाहिए. इफ at हैज टू बी 0, अगर at 0 है तो ये वाला वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा? वेरी लार्ज वैल्यू. सो टाइम ऑफ कंप्लीशन क्या होगा? इट विल बी इनफाइनाइट. इफ at is very very small, if it is tending to 0 हो गया तो ये अनडिफाइंड हो जाएगा, मतलब 0 के लिए टेंड हो रहा है. In that case, this particular value will be very large value, or t will be equals to infinite. So can I say time of completion is infinite, just like the case of first order? Completion is equals to infinite. For half-life, at is equals to a naught upon 2. This implies 1 upon a naught upon 2 is equals to 1 upon a naught plus kt. This implies 2 upon a naught minus 1 upon a naught is equals to k into t half. This implies t half equal to 1 upon a naught times k. Right? बस सेकंड ऑर्डर में इतना ही देखेंगे, नो नीड टू सी फॉर द ग्राफ्स, क्योंकि ये जो ग्राफ्स है ये प्लॉट करने के लिए मैथमेटिक्स ज्यादा लगेगा, नो नीड। ओके, मैथ्स में इतना ऐसे वाला ग्राफ ड्रॉ करेंगे, केमिस्ट्री के लिए जरूरत नहीं, नो नीड टू प्लॉट द ग्राफ, डोंट वरी। ओके, रेट के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, रेट इज इक्वल्स टू के इंटू कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए पार 2 ना, रेट इज के इंटू कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए पार 2। सो इधर से 80 का एक्सप्रेशन निकाल के आप लोग को ये 1/80 ना, 80 का एक्सप्रेशन निकाल के उसका स्क्वायर करके लिखना पड़ेगा, एंड दैट इज आल्सो नॉट नेसेसरी। इफ दे आर आस्किंग यू कैन राइट द एक्सप्रेशन, बट वो जो पर्टिकुलर एक्सप्रेशन है थोड़ा लेंदी आएगा, नो नीड। रेट इज इक्वल्स टू के इंटू कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए पार 2, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए के लिए फॉर्मूला ये दिया है 1/80। So get the value of 80 from this and do the square of it and substitute here. You will get the rate expression. Rate as a function of time. उससे ज़्यादा एक significant analysis नहीं आएगा. So we are not interested in it. Don't worry. Okay, clear है यहाँ तक?
हाँ सर।
हाँ सर।
sir.
Okay. Okay, okay. Once analyze the relationship between T half, A naught and order of the reaction. Relationship between T half, A naught and N. हमारा एक्सप्रेशन जो आया है पर जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन, टी हाफ का एक्सप्रेशन हमें मिला ए नॉट अपॉन 2k। फॉर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शन टी हाफ का एक्सप्रेशन मिला हमें ln 2 अपॉन k। फॉर ए सेकेंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन वी गॉट टी हाफ एज, अभी अभी देखा हमने, 1 अपॉन ए नॉट k, 1 upon k times a naught. If you can observe, in this case, T half is directly proportional to a naught. जितना ज़्यादा initial concentration रहेगा, T half उतना ही ज़्यादा रहेगा. In this case, T half is proportional to a naught power 0. मतलब it is independent of initial concentration. In this case, T half is proportional to a naught power -1, or it is inversely proportional, or else वैसा ही third order, fourth order ऐसा एक बार ये observe करो. In this case, it is directly proportional to 1, it is directly proportional to 0, power 0, it is directly proportional to power -1. Or else can I say the expression is T half is proportional to a naught power 1 minus n. अगर n 0 हो गया तो it is directly proportional to a naught, n 1 हो गया तो it is independent of a naught, n 2 हो गया तो it is proportional to a naught power -1. So can I say T half जो है it is proportional to a naught power 1 minus n. So for any general order reaction, suppose if they are giving you fourth order reaction, in that case I can say T half will be proportional to a naught power -3. Okay, clear है?
हाँ सर।
Okay. इससे जनरल एनालिसिस क्या होगा, ओनली फॉर ए जीरो ऑर्डर रिएक्शन टी हाफ जो है इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू ए नॉट, बाकी सब इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल जैसा ही आएगा. इफ द ऑर्डर इज नेगेटिव तब दूसरा बात है, इफ द ऑर्डर इज पॉजिटिव वो जो टी हाफ का वैल्यू है घटता ही जाएगा इफ आई इंक्रीज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन. ओके, ठीक है, उतना ज्यादा खास नहीं है वो वाला पॉइंट. और एल्स आई कैन राइट T half is equals to some constant, k से confuse होंगे, some constant c times a naught power 1 minus n, or I can say T half into a naught power a से लेके आ जाओ, n minus 1 हो जाएगा is equals to constant. बोल सकता हूँ
हाँ
हाँ
और else और एक इधर लिख रहा हूँ इस पर्टिकुलर केस में t half upon a naught must be constant. In this case t half itself is constant. In this case t half into a naught is a constant, right?
हाँ
Any doubt?
नहीं सर
Okay, ये समझ में आया ना? इसी के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन देता हूँ, try to answer that. Please understand this. T half upon a naught must be a constant for zero order reaction. T half is a constant for first order reaction. T half times a naught must be a constant for a second order reaction. The question is, analyze the following data. Analyze the following data of half-life versus initial concentration and find out the order of reaction. Data ये दिया है, initial concentration A naught, half-life time T half. If the initial concentration is 100, molarity है concentration units, T half is 50 minutes. If the initial concentration is taken as 50, T half is 100 minutes, 25, 200 minutes, 12.5, 400 minutes. This is the data given. You need to tell me this particular data will be of either first order, zero order, second order, third order, whatever it is. ये जो डेटा है किसके लिए होगा? Tell me, is the T half a constant value or a variable?
Variable.
Variable, sir.
Variable. If it is a variable, I can definitely say this is not of first order. क्योंकि first order के लिए क्या है? T half is always constant. Now most of the times हमारे सिलेबस में फर्स्ट ऑर्डर है, सेकंड ऑर्डर है, जीरो ऑर्डर है, इनके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आएगा. अगर आप लोग को बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज करके बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत करवाना है तो दे विल गिव यू सम अदर ऑर्डर. ओके, बट ऑलवेज फर्स्ट चेक फॉर जीरो ऑर्डर, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर एंड सेकंड ऑर्डर.
So second order.
सेकंड ऑर्डर होगा ये,
हाँ सर, सेकंड और
बिकॉज इफ यू कैन ऑब्जर्व टी हाफ इंटू ए नॉट जो है, this is coming to be a constant which is valid for second order. 100 into 50 कितना है? It is 5000. 50 into 100 इधर भी 5000. 25 into 200 इधर भी 5000. 12.5 into 400 this is also 5000. So T half into initial concentration is always T half into initial concentration is always 5000. Hence I can say it is a second order reaction. अगर T half upon A naught constant आया होगा तो it will be a zero order reaction. Clear? Is the question clear?
हाँ
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Shall
सर.
we, shall we go to next question?
हाँ
हाँ सर.
Okay. ठीक है. Substance A reacts according to first order reaction or first order kinetics. Rate law has K equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 second inverse. The units for rate constant for a first order reaction is second inverse. A part, if the initial concentration of A is 1 molar, what is initial rate? What is initial rate? B part, what is the rate after 1 hour? What is the rate after 1 hour? Solve this question. What is the answer for A part?
5 into 10.
5 into 10 power minus 5.
Units, I want units.
Mole per liter second.
Mole per liter second or mole liter inverse second inverse. Good. First order reaction करके कहा, hence rate expression will be rate is equals to K into concentration of A per 1. They are asking the initial rate. They have given you K as well as initial concentration. So substitute that. K into 10 power minus 5 second inverse into concentration of A is 1 mole per liter. So this is nothing but 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 mole liter inverse second inverse. Initial rate आ गया. So if you want to find the rate after time of 1 hour, इसमें क्या log में आएगा, calculation करना मतलब वो वाला value मुश्किल है, but we will just substitute the expression and leave it there. So if you know the value of AT after 1 hour, we can find the rate. क्योंकि rate क्या है? Rate equals to K into concentration of A at time T ना, और उस पर्टिकुलर 1 hour पे क्या है concentration वो सब्स्टिट्यूट करना पड़ेगा. हमको एक्सप्रेशन क्या पता है? AT is equals to, you can use any expression to find the value of AT. ए नॉट इंटू ई पावर माइनस के टी. ए नॉट कितना है 1 मोलर इंटू ई पावर माइनस 5 इंटू 10⁻⁻5 इंटू टाइम सेकेंड्स में पुट करना पड़ेगा आप लोग को, बिकॉज के यूनिट्स आर 1/सेकंड. सो 3600 होगा. अगर के 1 आवर में दिया तो यू कैन पुट द टाइम इन आवर्स. If the value of k is given in terms of seconds, you need to put that in terms of seconds. Okay, so this comes out to be e power minus 0.18. Okay, so rate क्या हो जाएगा? Rate will be equals to 5 into 10⁻⁻5 into e power minus 0.18. ये वाला वैल्यू हम कैलकुलेट एग्जाम में कर नहीं पाएंगे, so you can leave this here. Or you can use another expression, which is k is equals to 2.303 upon t log a naught upon 80. Now you need to find the value of 80 na. K ka value 5 into 10⁻⁵ is equal to 2.303. Time is 3600 seconds log 1 upon 80. From this value, from this expression also you can find the value of 80. Once you get the expression or value of 80, you can substitute that in E is equals to k into 80. Sorry, rate is equals to k into 80. Okay, clear है?
हाँ सर.
हाँ सर.
ओके, सो ये जो क्वेश्चन है थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन ऐसा इंटेंसिव रहेगा. सो जो कैलकुलेशन इजीली हो जाएगा वही एग्जाम में आप लोग को दिया जाएगा. सो डोंट वरी, you need to understand how to calculate things, application of the formula. Okay, ठीक है. Hope today's lecture is clear to everyone. यहाँ तक ही करते हैं. We will continue in the next lecture.